All right, everybody. Good morning, freaks and geeks. We are running 6 to 9 to 10 miles. We'll increase mileage if we feel like it. I got 2 things on test today. 3 things. Carrying this just out of the fridge because it fits in the hand and it collapses as I use it. So let's give this a try. I'll be back with how that works out. And then I'm doing a sour gummy worm per mile. So I got a little bit extra in there just in case. And I think they're about 60 calories. You just have to look them up. What are the shorter sour gummy worms? And you get sour because then it makes you want to eat more because or drink more because you want water to wash the sour down. And then also they're grippy on the outside instead of gummy bears. Maybe sour gummy bears are the same. And that way you won't drop them. And then we have on test yet again the Gerber paraframe pocket knife to see how long it'll go without rusting and carrying a small folding pocket knife that's still big enough. I guess you could use it for self-defense too. But definitely a problem fixer of all different kinds. So I'll be back with how we go. We're about to start mile 1. Right? It's a nice cool day. All right. I chat GPT'd or Siri something the amount of calories in gummy worms, and it's 100 calories and 5. So not very many calories. So over an hour, you're eating like maybe 100, 130 calories based on how long it takes you to run. But it is nice to keep a little bit of sugar going to the brain instead of completely bottoming out. Right? Running towards the water tower. Oh, stop. Letting them stop and sniff stuff. All right. We'll video ourselves on one of these runs a little bit more for the first time ever. Why am I testing that knife? Well, one time with a whole lot of gun talk in the media, this is months and months ago, I was like, I wonder if I could, or somebody said I should carry a gun, or I don't know, something like that. And it crossed my mind, do we try carrying a gun? I was like, that's so unsafe on the bike. It could go off or a crash or something. But I thought that's pretty fun content. But anyway, a middle point is, what about a pocket knife? And I've used the tip end blade of a pocket knife 1,000 times to pick glass out of tires. And then they're also really handy for cutting rope or what could you do? Straps to fit, cutting an animal free out of a mess of plastic netting or something. I don't know. I'm talking about pocket knives on the run. Yeah. For self-defense, knives are pretty weird. You think that they would work. It might deter somebody, but people end up more often actually cutting themselves because the blade slips into their hand. And then, or the attacker takes the knife from them and uses it on them. Because to use a knife, you got to be like really up close, So not really for self-protection. But so I've always carried a tiny little pocket knife, not like that, folded. I kind of forgot about it, and it rusted. Another alternative, well, it's got a pocket knife in it, is a Leatherman Micra. Those are really good. But anyway, so I carried this Gerber knife that I showed a minute ago. I'll show it again here in a second once we get past these cars. And I'm rodeoing it. I'm fly fishing with a dog right now. I kept thinking running with River was like, it's like some other sport. If he's pulling you on a skateboard and going back and forth, it's like you're wakeboarding and he's the boat. But then a lot of times it's like he gets into the leash and you reel him in and you reel him in, but delicately, but with positive pressure. You know, you want him to enjoy being outside. You don't need to dominate your dog. So he's out here for fun too. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Got sunrise. So anyway, I clipped it the first time, I don't think, to my jersey pocket. But then after a while, I figured, yeah, you know, cycling jerseys have 2 or 3 pockets in the back. And so I clip it to the top with that little belt clip. And then it's right at the top. I can grab it, pull it out. Yeah, here, come. See, like that. You gotta reel him. Come on. Come on. I'm forgetting which way to point the camera now. I can reach back, open the pocket knife, thumb thing it. And then I got a pocket knife as needed. So anyway, I'm biking with this thing and I finished the ride and I figure it's got sweat. Oh, it's in the summer, so it's got sweat on it, which will eventually end up rusting it. So I'm like, what can we do? Oh, I rinse off after every ride. Let's just rinse off the knife as part of my gear deconstruction. And rinse off the pocket knife after every ride. Oh, are we on mile 2 yet? Oh, 2.13. We're gonna do some gummy worms. Be right back. There we go. A little bit of gummy worms. A little bit of water. And so I was like, oh, I'll rinse off my jersey, and my pocket knife's already clipped to the jersey. Like, oh yeah, there it is. And that's the one danger of having a pocket knife, is leaving it in something that goes into the laundry. Sorry, I thought I was filming you. So now I'd say I've carried it on about 6 rides, and rinsing it after every ride, it has not rusted one bit. And these pocket knives are pretty inexpensive, so one, it's something I don't worry about testing and ruining, and 2, after a while, if it does end up rusting, I can replace it. I'm talking, what are they, like 35 bucks, maybe 40? Right. But I have not taken it on a long run before, and that's what we're doing today. It's a bunny rabbit over there. All right, car back, let's go. Ah, so nice. Somebody's built a luxury chicken condos. I think those are chickens in there. How cute. It's funny. Okay, let's go. Let's go. There'll be lots of sniffs in here. Mile 4.7. Almost 6 miles. Going really good. Let's go. All right, I dropped off river at 6.5 miles, 6.57, who's counting, and got more water, and things are going really nice. This course was so wonderful, but now I'm gonna run it backwards, but so that I don't go over 12 miles, I'm going to cut off. There were some little cul-de-sacs and a few little dead-end streets I added on. So we're gonna take those off and see if we hit 12 miles. Oh, and I'm doubling up on gummy worms. That was a big thing. I grabbed a bunch more so that I could eat 2 per mile. So like 1 every half mile, because they are working. This run's gonna go a little bit longer than I thought. So it'll be nice. Let's see how it works out. Little known upside of running through construction sites is there's bathrooms everywhere. Not the worst thing. All right, we are on mile 8. And one of these every half hour. I might up it to 1 every 20 minutes. So like 3 an hour. Towards the end of this run, if I feel like it can help. And they're nice and sticky. So pop right in my mouth. And that's the really cool thing about measured out dose stuff, is I can do just 20 calories. I can go from 1 an hour to 2 an hour, to every 15 minutes to do 4 an hour. Yeah, very, very nice. Oh, and the other thing is, because they're semi-solid, they don't digest so fast that you get a spike and a crash just eating them on occasion. Your stomach's got to digest that solid mass and the liquid first. All right, mile 9 plus, like 0.2 or something. And I forgot, I wanted to give a shout out to Outside Texas. It's this cool brand. Several people have asked me, is Outside Texas there I am. Is that a place? Like a city? It's like, no, it's a brand, it's cool. And they sell it at REI here in Texas. And I think it's such a cool way to get people to think about going outside. So I've got that. They sell t-shirts, all kinds of stuff. And then I've got a black baseball cap. And that way I don't have to wash it all the time to keep clean. But it's got a beautiful Outside Texas logo on it. The sunglasses, I don't know if they sell those in stores or if it was a promotional thing. But the color tint is perfect. And the hat, again, and t-shirts, and support them, encourage people to get outside here in Texas or wherever they are. Check them out. Oh, and then I'm letting them know about our change arms here, right? About our bike adventure that's coming up, and see if they can shoot us a little bit of gear to use. Would be really, really cool. And we'll see. All right, bye. All right, this is one part of the run that's not fun. That's Highway 6 freeway. Everybody's leaving the Alabama game this morning, going back to Houston. And at this tiny little shoulder for just a tiny little distance. It's a little nerve-wracking. But I can find my way over here. But I have a problem also with an old knee injury. And if I run on stuff that slopes up and to the right, my right knee hurts. So I mix in a little bit of walking. Or trying to run where it's a little bit more level. Okay. But then I'll be off of this, actually, in about a minute. Ooh, long way to go. But looking good. Sorry, that was 10 miles. Okay, might be some sweaty cam. We're hitting 11 miles, I think. Yeah. And you'll see when we turn the corner here, the last mile, but I'm not sure it's a mile. It might be short. Got to run past that gas station, past that flagpole. There's a school on the right. And up, it's a 50-foot gain up to the top of the next big hill, and that's where we live. So let's see. All right, freaks and geeks, we are wrapping up 11.92. I was hoping to finish at the bottom of this hill. I misjudged the distances a little bit, but we'll hear it beep as it kicks over. And let's see, I was surprised at how this didn't pop a leak or get crushed too much or whatever. A little bit more durable than I thought. And let's check on the, we're at 11.97. I went through all the gummy worms, just finished the last one. And it's interesting how, you know, one an hour until breakfast started wearing off. Then one every 30 minutes. So like 2 an hour, or a mile, I mean. You could do by hour. That's another one too. 12 miles. 12 miles. And then do a little bit extra for the Stravas. Yeah, and then, yeah, 3 an hour or 3 a mile. No problems as long as you have enough water. They didn't hurt my stomach. And they were about to jump in the pool. I ended up wearing this on the front of my hip pack, my fanny pack. Fanny pack in the back, strap on the front, this clipped to the strap. So it's nice and sweaty. I'm gonna show you how I keep it rinsed after how I rinse it after finish running. I jump in the pool, rinse off, and drink an IPA. So that's it. All right, let's go. Jump in the pool and cool down. All right, Cosmic little thing IPA, popping into the pool. Yeah, I don't think I have any electronics in my pocket. And let's see. Ampopod running belt thing. I've lost so much weight the past year that I've had to tie a knot in it to shorten it. And then let's see. Clipped to a lightweight fanny pack, which I had the gummy worms in, is the knife. Let's go ahead and take it off. And then just stick it in here. Oh, stick it in there. Sunlight. And leave it open right here. Let it dry in the sun. Probably be dry by the time I finish that. And then head inside. All right. Cool. 12 miles. Piece of cake. Easy. Fueling was spot on. A gummy worm to 3 gummy worms per hour based on need. Beautiful day. Just a nice way to start the day too. All right.